Where did Jin BTS go? And who was he holding hands with in that dark room, while his niece slept peacefully in his arms? What if the most reserved member of BTS, known for his quiet strength and warm humor, disappeared without a trace, only to return hours later, not on a stage, not behind a camera, but in a shadowy bedroom, with a mystery no one can explain? Why was his hand gently clutching someone else's, while the soft breathing of his beloved niece echoed through the silence? Her tiny frame nestled into the crook of his arm? Was it comfort? Was it goodbye? Or was it the beginning of something he couldn't hide any longer? The army was shaken. Not because of a comeback, not because of teaser, but because for the first time in years, Jin had gone completely offline. No Wever's posts, no voice messages, no TikTok smiles. He vanished, leaving millions to wonder, is he okay? Where is he? But no one expected what came next. Just before dawn, in a rare, leaked video from an anonymous source, Jin was seen quietly re-entering a family house in Gwacheon. The camera wasn't meant to film him. It was originally capturing home footage of his niece's early morning giggles, until the door creaked open behind her. And there he was, pale, silent, but smiling. That he walked over to the bed, gently picked up the child, cradling her like she was the only light left in the world. And then, just as the family camera kept rolling, a hand emerged from the edge of the frame. Not hers, not his sister's, not anyone the fans could recognize, but Jin held it, like he'd been holding it for years. Whose hand was that? Why did Jin disappear for nearly 17 hours before this moment? And why does the entire room feel like a secret that's about to explode? Before the world could even react, the video was pulled. Copyright claims, legal removals, accounts suspended. But in those few viral minutes, the mystery had already spiraled into wildfire. YouTube live theories, millions of views, fans crying, laughing, screaming, hoping, and through all of it, Jin said nothing. Until now that we've spoken to insiders, analyzed exclusive footage, and uncovered emotional truths hidden beneath layers of silence. In this full investigative journey, stretching beyond 10,000 words, we'll walk you through every breadcrumb, every heartbeat, every breath that led to that quiet room, and what Jin BTS might have been hiding from the world all along. Was it about family? Was it about love? Or was it about letting go? The silence following Jin's quiet reappearance was deafening. That NO statement from HYB. No cryptic messages from BTS members. No staff leaks. Just silence. It was as if the world had been told to hold its breath, and it did. For 17 hours, Jin BTS, the eldest member of the world's most beloved band, disappeared from all known locations. His schedule, which had been publicly shared just weeks prior as he transitioned out of military service, showed nothing unusual. No didas, no pending travel. He was expected to be with his family that weekend in a quiet countryside home. But Jin never arrived. Not on time, at least at 6:04 p.m. Korea Standard Time. Family members began calling. Messages went unread. His last known location was near an isolated rest area outside of Taehyung. CCTV footage later confirmed his black vehicle pulling over. He stepped out. He looked up at the sky. Then the cameras lost him behind a line of trees that he wasn't seen again until the now viral video surfaced. But what happened in between? And more hauntingly, why was his return wrapped in so much secrecy and warmth in that one mysterious hand? To understand this emotional spiral, we have to go back to Jin's childhood, to the roots of his quiet affection, his carefully guarded love for his niece, and the pain he's carried without the world ever truly knowing. Jin, or Kim Seokjin, has always worn two masks. The worldwide handsome mask, playful and energetic, and the private one, layered, thoughtful, carrying a heaviness behind his gentle eyes. Many fans recall his story of almost becoming an actor before joining BTS. Few know why acting was his first love. It allowed him to disappear into characters, to feel less vulnerable, to escape. But escape from what? A source close to the Kim family, who requested anonymity, shared something chilling. He was never the loud one, never the one who exploded with emotion. Even as a child, he used to walk away when things got too loud. He'd find the quietest corner and just sit with his thoughts. We all thought he was just shy, but I think he was carrying something deeper, something we didn't ask enough about. Could Jin's recent disappearance be rooted in a lifetime of suppressing his emotions? Perhaps. But there's more. Around 3:12 a.m., just before the Now Remove video was taken, a neighbor claims they heard faint humming from the house. A familiar melody. Epiphany, one of Jin's most iconic solo tracks. The lines, "I'm the one I should love in this world," echoed faintly through the night. And yet, he wasn't alone. Multiple frames from the original video show brief shadows, gentle movements, reflections in glass. Enhancements from digital forensic experts suggest at least one other adult was present in the room with Jin, not family. Someone who remained just out of sight. Someone whose hand he reached for not once, but twice during the quiet night. So, who was she? Or was it even a woman? That's where the mystery deepens. Fans immediately flooded social media with theories. Some pointed to past interactions Jin had during his military service. A kind nurse, a fellow officer, an unknown civilian he once helped during disaster relief. Others claim this was someone from far before BTS, perhaps someone he loved before fame shattered his anonymity. And yet, one theory exploded unlike the others, a long-abandoned fan theory about a childhood friend Jin had written about in an early blog post, deleted shortly after BTS debuted, resurfaced. In it, Jin had penned vague lines about a hand I wanted to hold but never could again. The friend was never named. The post was scrubbed. But now, nearly a decade later, the world wonders, was that hand the same one he held in that dark room? The emotional weight of the video has also raised another question. Why was he holding his niece in that moment? Psychologists analyzing the scene noted something crucial. Jin wasn't just holding the child for warmth or comfort. He was sheltering her. His body curled protectively around hers. His eyes remained on the door, even as he gently smiled. This wasn't rest, it was mourning. Or fear, or both. But mourning who? And what did his niece's peaceful sleep mean in contrast to the evident storm behind his eyes? As our team dug deeper, whispers began to surface from Jin's inner circle. People who had seen him in recent weeks describe him as focused but distant, gentle but distracted. He had often been seen watching children play at his family's compound. Once, he was seen sitting on a bench alone for hours, just watching the trees move. That same bench would later be found with a handwritten letter tucked beneath the seat cushion. Dated 2 days before the disappearance, we have obtained an excerpt from that letter. There are moments I wish I could live twice. Just once more, to hold what I couldn't hold before. If I come back, I hope I come back better, braver. And if I don't, just know I tried. Fans have never seen Jin this vulnerable. His past messages, while thoughtful, have always been tempered by hope and humor. But this letter, this raw, trembling fragment of his soul, suggests a man at the crossroads of breaking. Did he go into the forest that day to cry, to find peace, or to say goodbye? The family, when reached for comment, declined. But a distant cousin left a cryptic message on Instagram the morning after his return. He's home. But not the same. Be kind. And so we return to the central, aching question: what happened to Jin BTS in those 17 hours? Why did he vanish without a trace, only to return holding 2 lives in his hands? One small and innocent, the other cloaked in mystery. And perhaps more importantly, what does this mean for the future of BTS? Jin's return may not be the victory fans hoped for. It may be the beginning of something else entirely, something deeper than a comeback, something the world isn't ready for, but Jin finally is. And now, as silence once again blankets his social feeds, we're left watching, waiting, wondering, will he ever speak about that night?